Hansi Flick's team sheet arrived like a small earthquake. The names were familiar but ordered with intent, a subtle rearrangement that sent a clear message. Barcelona are probing their limits tonight at Carlos Tartiere. Eric Garcia at right back, Jules Koundé rested, Marc Casado handed a rare run alongside Pedri. The headlines read like a coach testing every corner of his squad. And the most conspicuous absence from the starting 11 was the man whose goals have been a gravitational pull all summer, Robert Lewandowski. Those moves weren't random, they smelled of calculation. The manager is juggling fitness, form, and a fixture list that will not forgive complacency, and so he has chosen to make a statement with selection. At first glance, sliding Eric Garcia into a full-back role rewires the defensive equation. He's no ordinary right-back by trade, but his ball-playing comfort brings an invitation to advance, to overload the channels, to invite possession higher and tempt opposing forwards into the press. That positional shift promises cleaner build-up play and the odd inverted run from the flank, but it also hands flickers of vulnerability, the pace matchups, recovery sprints and aerial contests that will be demanded of him tonight. If Barcelona are to dominate phases, Garcia's composure on the ball could turn pressure into control. If the game fringes into chaos, his unfamiliarity in the role could be exploited. That tension is the first narrative line of the night. In midfield, the choice to start Marc Casado beside Pedri reads like an experiment in temperament. Pedri remains the metronome, the player who hears the pitch as a map, while Casado arrives with the nervous energy of someone who must prove a point. Wait, this pairing rebalances responsibilities. Pedri can drift and create, Casado can offer rigid cover, and together they might both shield and propel the attack. It's a gamble on youth meeting need. The payoff could be a midfield that presses higher, recovers positions quicker, and injects tempo in moments when the opposition expects lull. Or the gamble could expose a control deficit if Casado's inexperience is met with a high-intensity opponent. Either way, tonight is a test. Up the pitch, the creative hub remains Dani Olmo in the no-10 slot, a role he inhabits with a mixture of invention and industry. Marcus Rashford's return to the starting XE in on the left is a narrative in itself. His presence stretches defences, drags centre-backs wide, and feeds diagonal passes that create space for the striker and for the overlapping full-back. Ferran Torres as the nominal 9 suggests a different target profile. Mobility, pressing from the front, a striker who engineers space as much as he finishes it. And so we arrive at the bench's drama, Lewandowski, the proven finisher, watching the first whistle from the sidelines. Is this rotation to manage minutes, a nudge to alter match rhythm, or a tactical reserve deployed when the game needs a finishing in a season where Real Madrid and Barcelona are trading thrusts for the summit, a single selection? One night where experience is rested for youth can ripple through a title race. A victory here would validate Flick's faith in depth, ease the strain on overloaded starters, and send a message to rivals about Barca's resources. A stumble would magnify criticism, spark questions about rotation, and place an unwelcome premium on the immediate reintroduction of established scorers. That's why a single benching is more than personnel management. It becomes narrative ammunition for pundits and fans alike. So tonight the pitch will feel like a laboratory, small experiments of positioning, risk-taking runs, and personality tests played out in public. Will Casado prove steadiness beside Pedri? Will Garcia's shift unlock cleaner progression, or invite counter-threats? Will Rashford's electricity combine with Torres' movement? And when the game demands the dead-eye certainty of a veteran, will Lewandowski's entry redraw the map? The answers will arrive in goals and defences, in second balls and substitutions, and in the hush that follows a decisive touch. For now, Flick's Zanil is the story, a deliberate provocation, a test of identity, and a moment that could quietly alter the arc of a title race. Watch how the first 60 minutes unfold. Sometimes a season's fortune is revealed in the most unlikely of lineups.